In recent weeks, Uri Geller has been saying some interesting things. He said that he had multiple meetings with Wernher Von Braun at NASA, and said that while there he was shown some interesting pieces of materials that he later said came from down mysterious aircrafts. He decided to come forward with his story after hearing about the various sightings that pilots made in regards to mysterious flying objects, noting that the government had known about these things for years. He said the following: "For years I had to deny my true mission and camouflage my work. Few people know the truth. I presume all world leaders do. We are communicating with ETs." In regards to the objects that were caught by the pilots, he had this to say: "They may suggest that they're secret technology from China or Russia, but believe me, they know more than this." Uri said that after being contacted by military officials, he was shown some evidence of exotic materials and experiments at the Goddard Space Flight Center. He said the following: "After driving with Wernher Von Braun, we took 3 flights of stairs down into the building, and were given orange coats like the ones for Antarctic expeditions, with blue NASA badges. Heavy, thick freezer doors were opened. I couldn't believe my eyes, but I always knew it since I was 5. Uri said that this meeting happened because his friend astronaut Edgar Mitchell, known for being outspoken about the topic, and believing that mysterious aircrafts are constantly visiting us, said that he needed to meet the rocket engineer as they had something interesting to show him. Uri continued with the following: "To my shocking surprise, he showed me a piece of a crashed UFO. When I met him, Wernher Von Braun took an object from a safe and presented it to me. He said it was a piece from a crashed UFO. He wanted me to tell him what I felt from the material. I felt it wasn't terrestrial. It was metallic, elongated, and had a hue I'd never seen before. The material felt like it was alive, like it was breathing. The surface had a pearl-like quality that almost seemed to be in 3-dimensional color. He also said that he studied 2 pipes that belonged to Albert Einstein from David Bohm, who studied him from MI5, saying that Einstein was involved with mysterious crafts, and even went on to investigate wreckages. Uri was also part of the remote viewing program for the Central Intelligence Agency. Remote viewing is when someone is able to view a distant, unseen target from a different location, and only using their mind. From reading documents that have been released through declassified networks, it appears that the programs were a success, with the Central Intelligence Agency themselves saying they wanted to see how far they could take this. Although it's officially reported that the program was shut down, there's still some that think it was just renamed, and that it's still being used today. The Central Intelligence Agency released notes and documents about these projects, detailing that in some cases people were able to remote view and give details about objects and situations from miles away. Uri said the following: "I'm mind blown that they released this because there's still remote viewing programs active. Many intelligence agencies use them. I did many things for the Central Intelligence Agency. They wanted me to stand outside the Russian embassy in Mexico and erase floppy disks being flown out by Russian agents. I had to get near to someone signing a nuclear deal and bombard him with sign, sign, sign." Officials though said that the program was a dead end, saying that a large amount of irrelevant, erroneous information is provided, and little agreement is observed among viewers' reports. The agency said that those working on the project would change results in order to fit a narrative, and that after this was found out the program was discontinued. As someone pointed out though, various times we have been told that programs were defunded and closed down, only to find out that they've been renamed under something else, and that experiments are still being conducted. This has happened various times across different countries, which is one of the reasons why people have a hard time believing things when officials say the program wasn't of interest. One document from the Central Intelligence Agency reads as follows: I'm redacted with the American Institute for Research in Washington, D.C., a company that specializes in social and behavioral research. The agency concurs with the committee's view on remote viewing that to stop its research would severely hamper US efforts to access Soviet research. Also, US efforts to keep peace with foreign researchers and to develop possible countermeasures would be adversely affected without continued funding. The current level of funding, even if extended to include FY 1980, will permit only limited gains in understanding the phenomena. Prior year funds have established that remote viewing appears to be a real and usable phenomenon. Current funds will allow us to pursue further its existence and permit some exploitation into the many variables associated with its functioning." End quote. Some have said that it's hard to dispute these claims, especially when you have it in writing from the agency itself. The question that many have asked is if these are the documents that got released. It would be interesting to read the ones that will never see the light of day. Many have said it's likely that we'll never truly understand how deep this program went, the things they discovered, and whether it's still being used in the modern day. So what do you make of these interesting claims, and do you think the program was a success? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comments section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.